they said that so-and-so, look at this fellow, he's got problems. So she said, oh yeah, that's so-and-so. She knows everything.
Yeah, she knows everything, yeah.
She plays with every person. I think that she's in there every day.
Yeah, she is.
I see her, and then she's sitting with other people that I've been playing with, and that's why she knew where I was, or something like that. I said, how did you know I was playing with so-and-so, you weren't here?
Oh, she knows everything.
But somebody, my friend told me. I said, oh, they're watching me, huh? So, and that was that. She left, and I hung around and talked to people if they want to, well, what are they doing? And they said, this is a duplicate and pathetic. And I realized, I'm tired, I'm not going to stay here more. But in comes
the teacher.
Huh?
The teacher.
His name is, just a minute, Keith.
That's right.
Keith.
Yeah.
Keith. And I say, hi Keith, hi, what are you doing? He says, I'm playing. I said, really? You are playing here? He said, yeah.
The same guy who's paralyzed?
No, Keith is the teacher of the
He's the
school. He
teacher.
owns the school and he teaches.
He doesn't own the school.
Well, it's named after him.
No.
It's Jordan's, well, he's one of the owners, Cal. Anyway,
Yeah, it could be.
he sat down to play with this crippled man as his partner.
Wait a minute. So he says to me, oh no, you're gonna, he says, yes, I'm playing. I said, really? Can I watch? He says, sure. I don't know who he was playing with. He was standing up there. He says, come on over here. He pulls a chair over there, or one of those other things, next to the table. And he sits down at that table, and across him is this guy. I said, oh, really? You're playing with him?
Oh, the guy with Lou Gehrig?
I said, yeah. He says, yes. And it started to play. They started to play. Two other people come in the other side. Four people are on the desk.
Two partners, everybody, you and your partner, you and your partner.
On one table. And your partner is over there.
Across from
And
him.
then two other partners here, they're fighting you, in effect. Okay? So, Keith starts showing me his hand, so I can see, learn something.
The cards.
He showed me his cards, and I'm just so I got speechless. I'm speechless about the fellow playing. And he says to me, watch this. Right up in front of his face it looked like a screen, okay? And I couldn't see what it was looking at. But from that, I realized that he could see that screen. Because he would look like this, and the screen is right in front of him. And his head is off like this. And
The screen was showing his card?
and he does something, and the boy who took care of him pulls out the card or the number that tells him to do, that he wants told. How do you?
In bridge, you bid, and you have to take out a card. If it's you're bidding a spade, you take out a card that says one spade. So obviously the man is totally
He couldn't
paralyzed.
use his hands.
But he's able
So
to.
he's
use
able
some
to
of
do
his
something,
eyes.
and he can't talk. And,
He can
and,
signal.
I don't, wait a minute, yes, he can hear, you know how I know? Maybe, I think Keith was showing him his card, or he's, you know, on that, or if he didn't, the guy looked, oh, he was looking at it,
Mhm.
and he put it on
He
the
was
type.
able to use
he-
his,
No, the young man,
the young man.
yeah, that took care of him. And so he was showing him on the screen what he said,
Uh-huh.
and now this guy who's like this, suddenly the young fellow who had microphones here or something picks up something and says he bids so-and-so. Some way he got
Communicated.
communication with that young man or with the screen in front of him.
You never found out how?
No.
Did he-
I found out something else though. They found out something about me. And I was just, I couldn't stop, I couldn't get up. I mean, I was glued there. And that happened, I was there.
Did he
for
win?
about-
Probably he was.
Guy was still very sharp,
Wait a
huh?
minute, I'm gonna tell you that too. About an hour and a half passed by, okay? But after 1 hour, I see there's something that the young man is trying to get this steel rod up across here, you know, something to do, put other electronic stuff on it in front of him. And he was having trouble with this thing that he had just bought or was sent to them, and he looks like he's having problems connecting everything, you know. It was all steel and screws and whatnot. I said, "Can I help?" He says, "Sure, yeah. You know about this?" I said, "Well, I'm an engineer." He said, "Yeah, really? Okay. Yeah, you can do that." And I showed him how to do it, and he does it. Then he finds out that the steel part itself is too long. He can't fit it into the rest of the machinery. He said, "Okay, engineer, okay, I'm an engineer." And he got into the picture at that time too. He says, "Yeah, this guy's an engineer too," you know.
The guy with Lou Gehrig's could talk?
No.
No, I'm talking about
the
Keith.
teacher.
Okay.
Keith was talking to me. He likes me, I like him, and he always calls me, he knows my name, he always shouts it, you know, when he sees me coming in. Like a lot of people do.
Cal.
So, yeah, Cal, everybody knows Cal.
Come on over.
Like today, there's nobody, it was most people I've ever heard say, "Hi, Cal. You know the guy who plays with Sam? He lives in this building or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw him today. It's the first time he said, "Hi, Cal."
Very nice. Very
Maybe he
nice.
heard it from the other people.
Do you remember do you remember any of their names?
So I'm trying to make lists of them.
You remembered Sam, the guy
Oh,
Sam?
yeah, Sam, yeah. Well, he's
So
a guy
go ahead
you
with the story.
never, you know, you'll never forget. So they said, "What can we do this?" I said, "Well, let me have that thing. Let me think about it a little bit." And I'm thinking about it. I said, "Let's see." I said, "Would you excuse me a little bit? Yeah, I got to do something." They thought that I wanted to go to the toilet. So they were waiting for me. I go outside. I take this thing out into the car.
Toolbox.
And I have a little things like this, that little box that you have, you know, one of these little things in there. And I ground down the steel to make it shorter,
You had a file?
and with a file, I finally got it broken off, and I smoothed it out, took it back to him. He says, "It fits." Wow. I said, "Yeah." And they were, "Wow, wow. Okay, thank you, thank you." Now, at that point, they only played another 10 minutes at that point. So he took the thing and he's going to put it up there when they got back. So, in the meantime, there were two other people, you know, who were playing that way. You know, the two
The other
partners, the other
partners.
partners. More of them came in there, and they play so many hands, so many times, and then two other people come in. Now, and sometimes they had the other teacher who was sitting here, you know, for only just 3 rounds or something. So, two people come in there, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But now he doesn't have a partner. He can't
The
play.
paralyzed man left to go home.
He was hoping. The paralyzed man went home,
Oh.
and he's waiting for somebody to come to him. You know, he's looking at the other guy. Oh yeah, right, okay. And he says, "You want to sit here?" I said, "With you?"
Keith? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. I said, "What a question." So I sat in the seat where the other guy was, you know, and they put the regular
Paralyzed
chair
man. He took
in
his
there.
seat.
And we played. Now, it's a very incredible thing. Even if you don't know how to play, if you play with an expert, you sort of, it gets through to you. It's like meeting, you start reading his brain. He knows everybody's thinking. He's amazing. And I played with him. We had a lot of fun. At one time, they needed somebody because the lady wanted to go to the bathroom, and there's only 3 people there, and that makes a problem for everybody else, 100 other people. So a lady comes over and says to
Keith.
"Can you play here?" He says, Cal can do it. Or no, he'll do it. And she says, "Does he know how to play?" He says, "Take him." And I went over there, and I played 1 round until the lady came out of the bathroom. And he won. We won.
Well, that's good.
That one round, one game. So I get back to the other place. By that time, things are wrapped up. I was about 3 hours, and that's about how they play. And Keith was still there because he had something else to do later on that day in the place. I don't know, but he was still there. And as I'm going out the doors, he brings me a paper. He said, "You know what? We had the top. And I played half of the thing."
Mm-hmm.
And the other guy played the other half.
Paralyzed guy.
Yeah.
So we had the top one.
And he says, we had the top of
Hey, we came
everybody in
first.
there. Everything had like 38, 34. We had like 120.
Well, even when you're playing, they're called tricks or hands?
Well, the point is...
Oh, yeah, it's tricks. Yeah.
Yeah, there's tricks, but the point is, 3/4 of the time Keith played with the paralyzed man, who's a top player.
It was half and half on it.
And then...
Half and half, Mom.
Yeah, oh, sorry.
It's a big
And then-
difference.
So if I really got
So what the point is, they came
way I
in
usually
first.
play.
Their team.
They had 100 what, though? What do you call them? 100...
points.
Points?
Yeah, well, kind of, yeah. It's too difficult to explain. But the point is, they came in
They came right up on
first
top.
out of,
Yeah.
you know, like...
And it
the-
was a big distance between 1 and 2, on the boards.
So he was very excited.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you do play against
So-
everyone in the group, not just the
And-
people
and-
you're dealing
and-
with.
and-
You do
and-
really play against everyone.
Yeah, that's
You
right.
and your partner play
Yeah.
against
Yeah.
maybe 10, 12 other...
Even if you're never playing with them directly.
With Keith? Nobody
Even
ever
if you're never
plays with-
playing directly with the other people.
What do you mean?
There's only 4 people in a group.
No, not in the group,
No, no,
it's you
no.
and your partner,
Right.
and